Hello, and thank you everyone very much for coming to the kickoff event for Kevin Morrison for Marin Supervisor.
Yay!
Thank you. So my name is Andre Charles, and I have had the pleasure of knowing Kevin for many, many years. And I also have the great opportunity and an additional pleasure of working to help him get elected as his campaign manager and political consultant. And the big reason that I am involved in this particular campaign is I've worked on a number of campaigns in Marin. Now, Marin is a great place to live. It is a progressive place to live, and it is a strongly democratic place. And I think it's about time that Marin had a progressive democratic supervisor. And that's why I'm here and working to help Kevin get elected. And I want to introduce first a man who is a local business owner, a restaurant owner. His name is Bobby Jasegi. Did I pronounce that correct?
Yes.
It was close, right?
Yes.
And I, without any other words, I want to introduce him and thank you very much for coming.
Good afternoon. My name is Bobby Gekas, and my wife Angela and I own and operate Ultimate Souvlaki, an organic food business specializing in Greek food at farmers markets and festivals since 2009. My background before I left the corporate merry-go-round was international relations and building financial models. So tonight the question is, why Kevin? The Earth is at a breaking point. Climate change is not only real, it may be exponentially worse than predicted. PG&E has lied about safety, maintaining the infrastructure. The executives were paid handsomely to cover up the failures. The people in San Bruno were exploded, the people in the mountains were burned and are still being burned. The response has been abject garbage from both sides. Log it, graze it, or watch it burn. Rake the forests, duh. And we will create another layer of oversight to assist the PUC, blah, blah, blah. Kevin is the voice of logic when it comes to climate change. PG&E can't police itself. The fox doesn't patrol chickens well. Now, why Kevin? Our bonds as a civilized society are also at a breaking point. Now, archaeologists have debated the beginning of civilization for decades. Was it the first pottery shards? Was it the sharpened spears? Nobody really knows, except Margaret Mead. She answered that with a very poignant message. There was a skeleton that had a 15,000-year-old femur that had repaired and healed. And that was the beginning of civilization, because 15,000 years ago, it took 6 weeks to heal a femur. And people fed, clothed, protected, and sheltered this person for those 6 weeks to heal. And we need to get back at them. We need to see each other again. We need to house the homeless, heal the sick, feed the hungry, and stop incarcerating the poor. Poverty is not a crime. Kevin is the voice of compassion when it comes to social change. So why else Kevin? Well, our local economy is at a breaking point as well. Right here in Novato, Whole Foods was given a street and zoning variances in the name of additional sales tax. As if the dollars spent there didn't come from other stores, right? Costco has been approved to build a huge gas station right by the wetlands, even though the future is electric, and in every other corner, large chain stores get preference over little mom and pop shops or businesses like mine. Employees are treated like widgets all up and down the 101 corridor, and the people that do go to nice jobs go to those nice jobs in San Francisco or Petaluma. So I want them here. I want green jobs that are not only not green for the planet, but green for the pocketbook of the worker so they can have a living wage. Kevin is the voice of integrity when it comes to economic decisions. So, logic, compassion, and integrity are the reasons my support is 100% behind Kevin Morrison for Marin County Supervisor.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Bobby. Now, I want to next introduce someone, but before I do that, I want to note that most campaigns talk about how they are running for the children or the future. Kevin's running to listen to young people and that is why I'm very honored to introduce a young person. Hadley Dean is a 6th grader from the county, and she has a few words that she would like to say about Kevin.
Hi there, I'm Hadley Dean and I'm 11. I live in Nevada in Marin County. And I think you should vote for Kevin4Marin supervisor because he cares about the environment. About 2 years ago, I went to a protest with him about climate change, and we think it made a big difference. So by voting for Kevin, you will be helping make Nevada and Marin County a better place.
Thank you very much, Hadley. That was wonderful. And now I want to introduce a speaker who is a longtime climate activist and has known Kevin through many, many campaigns. And of course, climate activism and environmentalism is a key tenet of Kevin's campaign for supervisor. And now I'd like to introduce, as I said, Silke Valentine.
So we are in a climate emergency, and we need politicians who walk their talk and not do greenwashing. Enough of greenwashing. We need green actions. And I know Kevin, and I want him for supervisor because he was side by side here helping us to pass in Nevada the climate emergency resolution, pushing the city council to go in the right direction. We need Kevin for supervisor for Marin.
Now it's my great honor to introduce the man we're all here for, Marin County's next supervisor, Kevin Morrison.
First of all, thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Let me just say off the bat that when I was growing up, Marin had this can-do spirit. This idea that, oh, there's pollution. We'll solve that problem. And we did. We are a can-do county who has forgotten what that means. I want to quote Greta Thunberg. She said today that adults tend to make things too complicated. They do. We have a climate crisis. Let's solve it. We have a homeless crisis. Let's solve that. When we have problems with, say, PG&E turning off the power, let's solve that problem. If we get back our can-do attitude, our ability to simply solve problems by listening to each other, doing what it takes, making sure that it happens on a timely basis, there's nothing we can't do and nothing we can't solve together. Thank you.